बोलो बोलो जोर से बोलो.
One God or many gods?
Yeah, we are actually on the chapter number 4, one God or many gods. So, what we'll do is, we have, so before we start, let's watch a video, and to start this off in a positive note, okay? Let's start.
मतलब मेरा है, आपको क्यों चिंता है? आप क्यों सोच रहे हैं कुछ लोग बोलेंगे मैं अपना फोन आपका लेके थोड़ी ना कर रहा हूं मैं. I'm taking my phone and saying like see I leave this phone, what happens? This goes down. I leave this, what happens? It goes down. I leave this, what happens? It goes down. Put this bottle of water, what happens? It goes down. We call that gravity. We call that gravity. Gravity naturally pulls everything down, and if I have to put it back up again, I need to apply an anti-gravitational force. This is an anti-gravitational force, an effort. 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 Naturally, no effort. To be consumed by negativity is like this. To think of bad memories is like this. To focus on good memories. Anti-gravity. To focus on the good things that are happening in life is anti-gravity. It takes hard work, guys. मेहनत लगती है ना? And which is exactly why take the only one thing that's giving power to your negativity, your negative feelings, your negative thoughts, your negative memories. Only one thing that's giving power to it and growing it. Your attention. Take your attention away. Take your attention away from she said this or she did this or this is happening or that is happening and say, oh my nani's times. Oh my crush, oh my husband, we went for this, we did this, we had this. Wow, there is amazing things going on in life as well. Whatever you give your attention to is what grows, guys. If you're constantly going to give your attention to your negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative memories and negativity, you think your positivity is growing? Take the only one element that grows your negativity away from it. Attention.
Who's got the mic? Okay, let's keep it with you. So let's talk about the video. What was it about? What was the theme? Yes, pass on the mic.
I think it's trying to say energy flows where your mind goes.
Yes, beautiful. And the shloka that Prabhu said in your at your house. Can you pass on the mic, please? Do you remember the whole two verses? Yeah, can you say that? Those.
Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangas Teshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamaha Krodho Bhijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha Sammoha
Mati
Sammoha
Mati Brimbusha.
Yeah, Sammoha Smriti Sammoha Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhanshat Buddhi Nasho Buddhi Nashat Pranashyati.
Yes. थोड़ा सा translation भी कर दो.
Translation is the
theme बता दो बस. Theme. What is the theme?
The theme here is कि आप जो हैं जितना भी आप negative जितना भी आप चीजों पे आप जितना चिंतन करेंगे, then how much do you think about things, and try that you are the controller or you control everything, or this should happen like this. So if you think in your head, okay, this I should get, or you start thinking, okay, that person should behave like or should speak like what I have thought is right. So that ways you keep on having that manifestation in your head.
Beautiful.
And then what happens is, when those things do not come true, so you become angry. And if they become true, you become greedy. So
Yes.
if you're thinking, okay, I want this, I want that, you keep on scrolling. One day, definitely you would go and buy them, because you put so much time into it, and then you are 100% that you need it. It becomes like you are attracted to it, and then you really need that. So that is the main reason of this. So that you need to understand the thoughts will come. How much time you want to spend on each thought, and which thoughts you want to veto. Just let them come and then go away. Don't cling on to them. That is important to have happiness in life. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else? What was the basic thing of the class, of the video? Kids, your thoughts?
To pay attention to like good thoughts, good vibes, and all that stuff, and take away the negative stuff, because that'll only impact you more, because you're thinking positive when you're like doing negative thoughts.
Anyone else? Anyone else wants to say something? Yes. Can you pass on the mic over there, please?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. I just want to say तो मैंने इस वीडियो से समझा कि अगर आप जो उन्होंने बोला कि ये ग्रेविटी है, तो वो नेचुरल है कि नेगेटिव थॉट्स तो आने ही हैं.
Exactly.
बट उसको पॉजिटिव में टर्न करने के लिए आपको फोर्स लगानी पड़ती है.
Yes, very nice, beautiful. That is absolutely right. कहते हैं there is हमारे शास्त्रों में एक चीज बताई जाती है कि we have दो तरह की टेंडेंसी होती है. We have two kind of tendencies. One is a fly tendency, one is a bee tendency. मधुमक्खी and मक्खी. What is the tendency of a fly? The whole garden is clean, but there is small little dirt or shit there. The fly will go and sit on that thing, leaving the whole garden flowers aside. But similarly, if there is a garbage dump everywhere, but there is a flower in between the garbage, the bee will go and sit on the flower only. So there is a bee mentality and there is a fly mentality. What do we learn from it is, we need to become like a bee. We might be like a fly right now. Someone has amazing 100 qualities, but they have one bad quality. What do? We reject them, because we concentrate on them one negative quality of them. So, and that's why, if you think about it, and I'm going to be very honest here, like with mother-in-law, usually what happens? People look at mother-in-law as this villain, And if you look at mother-in-law's side, all the daughter-in-laws are villains. But actually, what is it? It is that one or two bad qualities that your mother-in-law has or your daughter-in-law has that define and design the whole personality of this. One day, there's a true story. There's a monk in Australia, that's a Buddhist monk. I forgot his name. He wrote a couple of books. One of the books he wrote was Don't Dump Your Garbage Truck in Front of My Porch. That's the name of his book. It was a beautiful book. If you have a chance, please read it. I'll tell you the name of the writer later. What he was saying is, one day he was building a monastery. In those times they didn't have money to build the monastery and construction. So somebody will donate bricks, someone will donate the cement and everything. So they will do it themselves. They will learn, they will build their walls and everything. So one day, this particular person who is a writer, he actually was building a wall, and he built a very beautiful wall, around 1,000 bricks on it, yeah? And then, after finishing the wall, he realized right at the corner, there's one brick which was a little tilted. One brick. And he got so devastated, he started panicking, because next day, somebody was coming to to have a tour of the monastery. So they're gonna be like some celebrity. So it's like, oh my goodness, they will come and they look at this, they will say, oh my goodness, this whole wall is crap because it has one bad brick. And everybody will notice it. And he was so shattered, he thought he's gonna break it. So he got the big, what do you call that? Sledgehammer to break the wall. And somebody saw him like, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm gonna have to break the wall. He said, why? Because look at the bottom corner on the side, there's one tilted brick. And this guy goes, no, we can't afford this because this person is coming tomorrow. This is the only asset that we have, that we built. We can't do that. So next day, the celebrity comes, and celebrity was there to learn from these monks, yeah. So he came there and they were doing the tour, and then he showed him this one wall and quickly brushed past it, and then the celebrity stood there looking at the wall and said, oh, what a beautiful, and you did it? He said, yeah, I did it. He said, wow, you are a talented person. This is an amazing wall. Now he breaks down. He goes, no, it's not a great wall. Look at that brick over there. It's actually tilted. So he goes, where? He said, on the corner over there. I said, where? He said, can't you see the 16th brick from the bottom on the right hand side? He goes, no, I can't. And then he goes, come with me. He got angry. Imagine monk getting angry. He goes, look at this brick. He went to the wall and pointed out, this brick. Then he goes, oh. He goes, isn't it tilted? He goes, yeah, it is. I said, that's what I'm saying. It's not a good wall. And let's go. He goes, no, it's actually a beautiful wall. There's only one bad brick. Just how many bad bricks? One. And how many good bricks?
Plenty.
999 good bricks, because he used 1,000, yeah? So 999 good bricks are there. And then this person who was telling this story, he said, from that day onward, I can't find that brick anymore that was tilted. Why? Because he was no longer looking for it. Yeah? If our life is full of negativity, who is responsible for it? Not my mother-in-law. Not my father-in-law. Not my daughter-in-law. Not my wife. Wife can never be wrong anyway. Not my husband. Who is responsible? Not my kids as well. Not my boss. Is my boss responsible for my negativity? How many of us we talk about, yaar, is bande ko dekh ke na, just I can't handle this guy. He's like, he's this, my boss is this, isse baat karo, negativity aa jati hai. Who is responsible for the negativity? Us, because what we are doing, we are giving it attention. What you said? Energy flows where attention goes. Okay? So what we do, what do we learn from it? What is the crux of it? There will be a lot of negative things around us. What we do is we ignore those negative things and focus on something positive. Yeah. Now, if you don't do this, then what will happen is we will live our life like a complaint machine. Always complaining. I don't like this. I don't want this. This is not good. This is. Here are some people. You give them anything. Kuch na kuch nuks nikal denge. I was talking about this class to one of my office mates. I was saying this concept of 100. I told him this story of 19, like one bad brick. So he said to me, मेरा ससुर भी ऐसे ही है. My father-in-law said, कैसा है? He said, always, जब देखो जब गलतियां निकालता है. मैंने कहा, what are you doing now? What are you doing right now? He said, what do you mean? I'm just telling you the facts. I said, it's not a fact. It's just you putting that attention on him. But so I said to him, has he ever praised you? He goes, I don't remember. And I said, that's not a no. Because if he hasn't, he would have said no. I don't remember. What does that mean? I don't listen to when my father-in-law praises me. I don't listen to it. That's what it means. Wherever you put your attention to, you'll get it. कहते हैं कि if someone wants to find God, they can find God. What was the saying in Hindi? अगर ढूंढने से तो भगवान भी मिल जाता. That is a brilliant thing, because हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? We are looking for it. आप लोगों में से किसी ने I remember one day I went for test drive of Tesla. उससे पहले मैंने ना पूरे मेलबर्न में एक या 2 टेस्ला देखी थी. जिस दिन मैं टेस्ट ड्राइव करके घर जा रहा था, I saw at least 50. क्या वो लोग मेरा पीछा कर रहे थे? अरे टेस्ट ड्राइव लेके गया, चलो इसके पीछे जाते हैं. What was happening? My attention was I was looking for what? Tesla. Yeah. So I was watching Tesla. If you're looking for unhappiness, what will you get? You will find it. And I'm telling you, if you are unhappy about something, it's not because the circumstances are only responsible. It's because you are putting your attention to that unhappiness. I saw a video of a child, a father playing with a child. The child has no arms and no legs. And you know what father was playing with this child? Soccer with a softball. अब आप पूछोगे कैसे? The child, 3-year-old child, was rolling on the ground trying to stop the ball, and the father was kicking it. And you should see the laugh on, and the child will go like this, no legs here, by the way. So it's just little limb coming out, and he's pushing the little limb, turning around and stopping the ball and laughing and screaming. And they were really happy. And I was really shocked. What was happening? You know what was happening there? What were they focusing on? They were focusing on togetherness. They were not focusing on, my child does not have arms or legs. So if we focus on people, like there is a saying that stupid people talk about, you know what stupid people talk about? Other people. Normal people talk about other events. And intelligent people talk about, guess? Ideas. So who do we want to be? Who do we want to be? It's our choice. So let's start. So we were discussing who is God, and then we discussed God has how many opulences God has? 6. Can you name them? Yes, loudly. Wealth. Power. Knowledge. Beauty. What did you say? Fame. And one more. Renunciation. Very good. And who has got all of these? Krishna. Now we will talk about something a little bit. We discussed all of this. The last one was renunciation, and then we went on to see Krishna's birth and so when we spoke about, is Krishna a Hindu god? Krishna is actually not a Hindu god. Krishna is just God. Hindu scriptures has written things about Krishna, and that's about it. But he is not a Hindu god. He is just God. There is no Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai in terms of Krishna. Now, then we discussed, why did God come into this world? Somebody said, Bhagwan ko aane ki kya zarurat thi? Then we discussed, जैसे जेलर होता है ना, स्टेट के प्रिजन के अंदर जाता है और अपने आप चला जाता है, तो जेल वाले ये नहीं बोल सकते अरे मैं भी जेल में हूँ, जेलर भी जेल में, हम दोनों सेम है. They're not same, है ना. फिर हम लोगों ने देखा अकबर बीरबल का, तो अकबर बोलता है कि तुम्हारा भगवान जो है कृष्णा बार बार पृथ्वी पे क्यों आते हैं, जबकि उनके पास इतने सारे, वो तो बहुत पावरफुल है, किसी को भी भेज सकते हैं. देन बीरबल क्या करता है, उसके बच्चे को उठा के पानी में फेंक देता है. And then what happens is
the father jumps for his child.
Akbar jumps for it. तो फिर बीरबल बोलता है आपके तो इतने सारे नौकर चाकर हैं, आप क्यों कूदे? And you can lift it up, उसमें ना it can go up. ऊपर से from here. So फिर हम लोगों ने देखा था कि why Krishna comes, and Krishna does not take birth the way we take, with amniotic fluid and all those sort of things. That's not how Krishna. क्योंकि you guys have seen, most of you guys have seen a newly born baby, all the amyloid, वो fluid होता है ऊपर. It's not very pleasant looking. Krishna was not born like that. How was Krishna born? With what? He was wearing, he had Shank Chakra Gada Padma. He was wearing full on decked up with gold. That's how he was born. And he did not have a normal birth like humans have. So, and then now we will talk about what happened actually. Krishna appeared in the heart of Vasudeva, and that's what we have to do. We have to bring Krishna to our heart. You know? So, first of all, if I want to give Krishna to my son, what do I have to do? I have to first have Krishna with me. How can I give something that I don't have? True? You know? If I don't have $1, I can't give $1 to someone. So if I don't have love for God, I can't give my son love for God. So I need to have. So similarly, Vasudeva had Krishna in his heart. From his heart, he actually gave it to Devaki. And then Krishna took shelter of her womb. But when he was born, he just Bahar Prakat ho gaya. That's why it's not called Krishna is not born. He appeared. Have you seen appearance? He appeared. He wasn't born. He appeared. Just like the sun. You know, the sun does not die. We think new sun is here. You know, when we say brand new sun, it's not a brand new sun, it's the same sun. But it's appearing in the morning, going back. And some stupid people think that as soon as the sun goes down, that means it's dead. Tomorrow the new sun will come. That's not right. We know that now. Science told us. Similarly, Krishna, when he comes, that doesn't mean he was not there before. And when he leaves his pastime, that doesn't mean that he's gone. He's doing pastime somewhere else. And then we discussed, Krishna actually displayed his supernatural earthly pastime, establishing his supreme position. And in Kurukshetra, he revealed his universal form to Arjuna. And Arjuna could see everyone, Brahma, Shiva, everything inside Krishna. Then, actually, Krishna also showed extraordinary activities as a child. We all know the pastime, and the Yashoda looked into his mouth. She could see the whole universe. You know. And then, next question comes. We've discussed this in our previous classes as well. So the next question comes: does God appear only in the human form? What's the answer? Yes or no? Huh? Yeah. Why not, beta? What other? Yes.
He can appear in any form he likes.
He can appear in any form he likes because he's not bound by anything. God can appear any species. Give me a species that he was born as. Varaha. More. Anyone else?
Fish.
Matsya avatar. Fish. What else? Narsingha. Yes. Anyone else? What was the other one? Kurma avatar. Do you know Kurma avatar?
Yeah.
How many of you know Kurma avatar? Raise your hands if you know Kurma avatar. Kurma means tortoise. Anyway, we'll talk about that in our next class anyway. In the human form, in the human society, he appeared as Ram. And then he appeared as Parshuram. You know. And then he appeared as Lord Chaitanya. He appeared as Varaha avatar. Then he appeared as Matsya avatar, Narsimha avatar. You know. Now, there is an explanation where it says, how do we understand that? Here, what is the difference? What is the difference between avatars? Like, there must be a difference now. There has to be a difference. So there is a very good analogy that we talk about. Is Lord's form is purely spiritual and in all the incarnation, just like in a train, the engine room is hot, the first class AC coach is luxurious, while the unreserved coaches have few facilities. But a chocolate cake train has no such distinction. It's just yummy brown chocolate makes all the section of the delicious cake. Similarly, can you read the last part? Who wants to read the last part? The one with the yellow.
God's body can be compared to this cake. Although his incarnations resemble various species externally, God remains supernatural to the consciousness and body instincts.
Beautiful. Thank you. What's your name? Shriyank. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. God's body can compare to this cake. Although his incarnation resembles the very species, but is he a fish? No, he's not a fish. He took the form of the fish, but he's not fish. You know. Anyway, and there is another question which is a little controversial. Some people say where is God? God went to hell. You know why? Because Krishna went to hell because he did a lot of stupid things during his Vrindavan times. He went to hell. Actually, I'm not making this up. This is a lot of people believe it. Somebody was telling me, you know, Ram, क्या कर्म करे होंगे उन्होंने आप देखो जिस दिन वो कोरोनेशन होना था राजा बनना था उनको निकाल दिया. He must have done some bad karma. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita which says that what was the verse? जन्म कर्म चमे दिव्यम एवं यो वेति तत्वता त्यक्ता देहम पुनर्जन्म न इति मामेति सोचना. भगवान कहते हैं कि जन्म कर्म चमे दिव्यम, जो मेरे जन्म है, मेरा जो जन्म है और मेरे जो कर्म है ये दिव्य हैं. दे आर नॉट लाइक आर कर्मा कि हमने एक काम करा, यू नो, फॉर एवरी एक्शन देयर इज अ ऑपोजिट रिएक्शन. कृष्णा के केस में नहीं होता बिकॉज ही रोल ऑफ कर्मा डज नॉट अप्लाई इन कृष्णा, है ना. एंड देन अनदर वर्स भगवान कहते हैं अवजानन्ति माम मूढ़ा मानुषिम तनुमाश्रितम. भगवान कहते हैं कुछ मूढ़ा का मतलब होता है बेवकूफ लोग, फुलिश पीपल. अवजानन्ति माम मूढ़ा, जो मुझे जानते हैं, बेवकूफ लोग मुझे क्या जानते हैं? मानुषिम तनुमाश्रितम. दे थिंक ऑफ मी एज ए नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग व्हिच आई एम नॉट, है ना. And they actually, some religious scholars actually say, oh, because Krishna did a lot of sinful activities 5,000 years ago, now he's in hell. You know? Now, do we believe them? Or we need to believe scriptures? What does scripture say? Scripture says, Krishna is supreme. Mataji, can you give me the Bhagavatam first canto, please? First canto, first part. I should have written. मैं जब बना रहा था, I should have written the shloka here. Yes, Ruta.
Isn't Krishna everywhere? Huh? Isn't Krishna everywhere?
Oh, beautiful. Krishna is actually everywhere. You're right. Is he in hell? Yes, he is in hell. But is he suffering in hell? No, he is not suffering in hell. He is in every atom. He is in between every atom. He is in between the molecular structure, atomic structure inside as well. It's in between. It's before all the. Thank you, Mataji. It is before all the everything started. He's after everything. Time does not impact him. This is who Krishna is. Let's repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So this verse that I'm going to read, 1.1.1. I'm going to try and sing it, which is going to, I don't know whether I can. I could, but I'll try, okay? Janmadasya yato anvitam atras charthe abhigya swarat tene brahma hridayadikave muhyanti yat suryah tejo varimidam yatha vinimayo yatti sargo mrisha dhanva svena sada nirastra kuhukam satyam param dhimahi. This is the first verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, these are the questions from the sages. So this verse says, O my Lord Shri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth. This is the first verse, yeah? Krishna is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is solely responsible for the sustenance and destructions of all the manifest universes. हम लोग को क्या पता है? Who is the creator? हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Normally? नहीं, creator. Brahma. Who is the maintainer? Vishnu. Who is the destroyer? Shiva. But here it says he is the all cause of creation. All causes of the cause of creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universe. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. Everything ends at him. This is how Srimad Bhagavatam starts. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji. We think Brahmaji is creator, but who gave him inspiration? Krishna gave him inspiration. We will talk about that in the later part of this. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys from this. He is not affected by this material world action and reaction. He is not. And then Krishna killed Chanura. Krishna and Balram, they killed two big demons called Chanura and Mushtika. They were the big wrestlers. And when the Gopals, they saw him, they said, oh, he can't be Krishna. Because is Krishna ko to hum hara dete the. We used to beat him during the thing. So he is not Krishna. Because they couldn't believe that Krishna itne aise logon ko hara sakte hain. So Krishna is like a farmer weeding soil before sowing a crop. So हमें लगता है ना, like a doctor performing a cancer surgery. Krishna too, by his loving kindness, eliminates dangerous villains. So Krishna is doing it. Krishna himself is doing it. And there is another thing. Somebody says कि यार Krishna, एक person है वो बोलता है हाँ मुझे पता है भगवान ने सब कुछ बनाया है, but he is not here anymore. He is somewhere else. And I said, why do you say that? He said, because he is not here. I don't see him. तो मैंने बोला अगर वो नहीं है तो why is the thing, why are the seasons happening, why the sun rising and setting at the set time, why is all of these regulations happening? How? He said it's automation, because he's an IT guy. He goes, it's all automation. And I said to him, okay, it's automation, but even in this material society we have laws, we all have laws, but do we think so if we all have laws, we all know laws, we don't need police, do we? पुलिस को सबको छुट्टी दे देते हैं. अगर पुलिस को छुट्टी मिल जाएगी, what will happen? It will be chaotic. People will do whatever they feel like. So पहली चीज क्या होती है? Creation of law, भगवान ने बनाया, but maintenance of that law is Krishna as well. The police may sometimes breach speed limits to catch the fast-moving criminals. Similarly, Krishna bend rules to punish lawbreakers. आपको पता है वो how did Krishna manage to organize killing of Duryodhan? Yeah, Krishna told Bhima hit on his thighs. It's not allowed. When you are doing club fighting, it's not allowed. Anything below the, don't hit me below the belt. It's a rule. Yuddha ka rule tha. Krishna organized that because what was he doing? He was trying to get a demon killed. It's exactly like a police car is breaching the speed limit to catch a criminal. Yeah. हम लोग तो नहीं बोलते हैं, hey, पुलिस को भी फाइन लगना चाहिए. बोलते हैं क्या? कभी सुना है किसी ने कि पुलिस को फाइन लगना चाहिए? I had a friend, his brother was a undercover cop. So he used to get fines on his car because his car was undercover. When he is chasing someone, obviously camera will catch him and send the ticket. So his police station will receive a ticket and then they have to do something to get it vanished. Because it doesn't apply. Those speed limits किसके लिए हैं? हमारे लिए. एम्बुलेंस के लिए वो speed limits हैं क्या? नहीं है. और पुलिस के लिए है? नहीं है. बट जब सबको शांति होती है तो पुलिस भी उसी स्पीड से चलाती है, एम्बुलेंस भी उसी स्पीड से चलाती है. तो the thing is, every demon killed by Krishna is purified by his divine touch and saved from hell, how then can Krishna be hell for liberating them? You know? We all know. So these are the logics that we'll talk about more in the next class. Krishna actually एक बार क्या हुआ था? Krishna actually went to the other side of the world to retrieve his guru Sandipani Muni's son. Sandipani Muni was the guru of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So Sandipani Muni's son died. So उन्होंने गुरु दक्षिणा बोली तो उन्होंने बोला कि I don't know, I don't want to ask anything. उन्होंने बोला please आप पूछो बोलो. And then he said, can you bring back my son? Krishna said yes. He and Balram, they went and they got him from the other side of the thing. Nobody else can revive a dead person. Narad Muni actually did once just to teach someone, but Krishna got the son back. So when people say Krishna is in hell, it's very offensive. Some people actually say that God created such a beautiful universe, then he died. He committed suicide. They actually say that. And it is extremely offensive because that's not the case. We're checking this out now. Now we've done the Krishna birth and activities. Now we'll talk about Krishna, Vishnu and the Tattvas. So tell me, how many of you know, how many of you heard the word Vishnu? Raise your hands. Everyone. Is anyone who hasn't heard the word Vishnu? Okay. Now, how many Vishnus are there? 1, 4, 3. How many says it's one Vishnu? Raise your hand. How many Vishnus are there? One Vishnu. Raise your hand. One Vishnu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How many of you think there are two Vishnus? Raise your hand. Two Vishnus. Two Vishnus. One. Only one. How many of you think there are three Vishnus? 1, 2, 3, 4.
There are 3 types of Vishnu. So, number of Vishnu is that.
Yes, I was about to say Vishnu is unlimited. Vishnu, forms of Vishnu are 3, and we'll talk about that. What is the difference between Krishna? Now I'm going to ask you a question. What is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Where's the mic? Who's got the mic? I know that you know the answer. I'm going to ask other people.
Weak students.
Madhuri, tell me, what is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Yes.
I'll just try to attempt this question.
That's okay. That's okay.
So you told in one class that Krishna is the first, like, and then there are 4 incarnations, and then
Vishnu.
the 4th stage or 3rd stage. Vishnu.
Okay. Fair enough. The Krishna, Vishnu is the expansion of Krishna. That's the difference. Yes. Anyone else? What is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Anyone else? Yes.
The level.
Huh? Level of what?
1.1.
Version 1, version 1.1. Sorry?
Level of powers.
Level of powers, yes. Anyone else? Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna is the avatar of Vishnu.
Krishna is avatar of Vishnu ji. Anyone else?
Opposite. Yes.
Yes, beta. Now, can we have? Vishnu is avatar of Krishna.
Krishna is avatar of Krishna. Vishnu is avatar of Krishna, first of all, and also the difference is Krishna is the creator.
Yes.
So I think that's the difference.
Okay, Krishna is the creator.
Krishna is the progenitor of everything.
Krishna is the progenitor of everything, and Vishnu is what?
He's one of his.
He's
4th in line.
okay, 4th in line. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Last, going once, twice. Alright, go on. So I'll give you a very simple example. Srila Prabhupada says very simple example. He says Krishna and Vishnu have actually no difference. The only difference is Krishna is an informal version of Vishnu. Like for example, when I'm in the office, I'm always wearing a tie and a suit. But when I'm at home, am I wearing tie and the suit? So in office, I'm sitting on chair and table. In the home, I'm on the floor playing with my son. I don't do that in the office, yeah? So Krishna is when Krishna is God at home, it's like a CEO or a global corporate who comes home to his family and he's a different person. So at home, like in the office, everybody, whatever I say happens. When I come home, everything my wife says happens. I'm no longer the same person as I was in office. So that is the difference. I'm a very informal in the house. So reality of me, who knows my reality? Office people or my wife? Who would know my reality more? Wife. Definitely, hopefully. So hopefully, yes. Friends actually. Actually, wife, only for few years, the friends know more about you. But after like 5-6 years of marriage, wife knows everything. She knows past, present and future. Trikardarshi. Have you heard of that? Trikardarshi. So, what is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Krishna he maintains material universe and he's like a CEO. When Vishnu comes, you will never find a photograph where somebody is putting his hand around his shoulder. Vishnu's shoulder. कोई भी नहीं देखेगा ऐसा. भगवान के गले में हाथ डाल के बैठे हैं. कभी नहीं देखोगे भगवान विष्णु विदाउट हिज मुकुट. कभी देखा? नो मुकुट, नो शंख चक्र गदा पद्म, है ना, लुंगी में बैठे हैं. कभी देखा? नहीं देखा. Because that's his formal avatar. Everybody has awe and reverence for him. He comes and people bow down. But when Krishna walks into the thing, some people throw things at him and run away. And गोपियां उनको बोलती है, you have to dance before we will let you go. उनको बांध देते हैं कृष्णा को. They never treat Krishna as God. But everywhere else, Vaikuntha, where he is Narayan, like Vishnu form, everybody has awe and reverence. I was saying the PM boss at work and beloved by the family at home, and boss at work, everybody is standing up. At home, मेरा बेटा मुझे बोलता है, पापा, can you become a donkey? मैंने कहा, मैं तो पापा को घोड़ा बनाता तो तू मुझे गधा बना रहा है. वो मेरे को उसको समझ नहीं आया. मैंने कहा, what do you mean donkey? How about horse? So Papa is the same thing. I said, no, it's not. That happens when you're not born in India. Right? It's very hard for them to understand. Because Papa, can you become a donkey? Yeah, please, India में जाके मत बोलना. Anyway. So what is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Krishna is the 8th incarnation. You are partially right. He's not 4th, he's 8th. Okay, Krishna is the 8th incarnation of Vishnu, but now there's a trick in here. Krishna is actually a source of Vishnu. Can you see?
Yeah.
That's a difference. Now, how is Vishnu an incarnation of Krishna? Then we will discuss this. हमें क्या लगता है? There was a time when everybody was in problem. All the devatas went to Vishnu and said, Vishnu, please, बचा लो, बहुत परेशानी हो रही है. Vishnu कहता है, okay, I will come. ऐसे बोलते हैं, and then Krishna comes. तो लोगों को क्या लगता है? विष्णु ने बोला कृष्णा तुम जाओ. ऐसा नहीं है. That's not what it is. This is how it is. Krishna gets expanded. The first expansion of Krishna is Balaram. है ना? And Balaram gets actually expanded to 4. इसको कहते हैं चतुर्व्यूहा, है ना? Which is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. ठीक है? VSPA. ठीक है? Now इसमें से जो Sankarshan है, that actually expands to Narayan. Then Narayan actually gets expansion to again 4 Chaturvyuha. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. That's a different VSP है ना. उसके बाद उसमें से जो नारायण है, that get expanded to Mahavishnu. Then Mahavishnu, now stay there, okay? We are only talking Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is lying on an ocean, and when he is breathing out, उनके pores में से universes are coming out. उसमें से एक universe में हम रहते हैं. But कितने universes हैं? Unlimited universes are coming out. In his each breathing out, वो universes बाहर निकल के आते हैं. When he breathes in, those universes go back into his body. So who is that? He is Mahavishnu. Now this Mahavishnu expands into each of these universes, है ना? As a Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So he is not. So this Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the Vishnu where all these demigods run to all the time. Please bachalo, please bachalo. For this universe. But every universe has Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So demigods go and run to this Garbhodakshay Vishnu ki bachalo, bachalo. And this Garbhodakshay Vishnu says, okay, tathastu, I will come. And then Krishna comes. So he is not coming. Garbhodakshay Vishnu is not taking avatar. Krishna is coming directly. Now, उसके बाद क्या होता है? This Garbhodakshay Vishnu की नाभि में से, from his navel, a lotus comes out. उस lotus पे ब्रह्मा जी प्रकट होते हैं. फिर ब्रह्मा जी को भगवान गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु बोलते हैं, काम करो तुम ये यूनिवर्स बनाओ, इस यूनिवर्स में जो 14 प्लैनेटरी सिस्टम है उसको बनाओ. Then he makes it, and then that Garbhodakshay Vishnu goes into each and every atom of this universe as Paramatma, which is Kshirodakshay Vishnu. तो हम लोग कहते हैं ना कि I don't know how many of you know unified theory. कोई है साइंस का स्टूडेंट जिसको यूनिफाइड थ्योरी का थोड़ा बहुत पता हो? यूनिफाइड थ्योरी मींस कोई सा भी जो फोर्सेस, how many forces are there? Gravitational force, electric force, magnetic force, electromagnetic force, intramolecular force, intermolecular force. ये सारे के सारे जो forces हैं, now scientists are saying there is a unified theory which says what is the cause of these forces. There is one cause. एक ही force है जो अलग-अलग तरीके से react कर रहा है. In our shastras, that force is called Paramatma. And they say that force is in between atoms and in between all the space. हमारे शास्त्रों में लिखा है कि परमात्मा सब जगह है. And जब परमात्मा है वो हर जगह जाते हैं, और जो demigods हैं they will go and run to गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु to ask please help कर दो. तो हमने जो movies में हमने वो टीवी पे जो सीरियल्स में देखा है ना, वो भाग के विष्णु के पास जाते हैं. Which Vishnu is that? गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु. It's not any other Vishnu. All the other Vishnus that हम लोगों ने उनके बारे में कभी सुना ही नहीं अपने. This is written in our scriptures. We will go into detail in our last class. Yes, but yes, bro.
So, Kshirodakshay Vishnu is the one that sits in our heart.
Yes.
Correct. And then we also mentioned that.
Can you have the mic, please? Because I want other people to hear that as well. It's a good discussion.
So, hello. Okay. So, Kshirodakshay Vishnu is the Vishnu that sits within our heart, and he is observing everything. When we say Krishna or Vishnu is present in every atom, every molecule, that includes non-living things also.
That's correct.
So that's the Paramatma Vishnu. Is that different than Kshirodakshay Vishnu?
No, same, exactly the same. Paramatma, the other name of Kshirodakshay Vishnu is Paramatma. So Paramatma lives everywhere, every single atom, living, non-living doesn't matter, even in between the spaces.
Prabhu, is that the reason why we also worship non-living things?
That is correct. That is why we don't disrespect non-living things. Or that's why the other religions, they actually say, oh, you know, this is a non-living thing. Like, you know, India में, like, you know, अभी क्या, when you get the car service, क्या करते हैं वो लोग? नीचे paper रख देते हैं ना? I can't, सबसे पहले तो मैं paper हटाता हूँ. I can't step on paper because paper क्या है? कि क्या समझते हैं हम? विद्या. अब मेरा बेटे को, क्योंकि he is not born there ना, तो उसको कोई अकल ही नहीं है. वो बाइबल के ऊपर खड़ा होके कुछ उठा रहा था अपने उससे. बाइबल नीचे रखी, उस पे खड़ा होके मैंने कहा ये बाइबल में मत खड़ा हो. तो मेरी वाइफ बोलती it's just बाइबल ना, it's just, that's not God. It's just, it's a word of God, but that's not God. He can step on it. तो मैंने उसको बोला, okay, you can stand on Bible, do not touch Bhagavad Gita with your feet. I don't care. फिर मैंने उसको समझाया कि I told my wife as well, हमारे घर में झाड़ू को भी पैर नहीं लगाते हैं, because we want to be so humble that झाड़ू, which is the most dirtiest thing in the whole house, even that is respectable for us. And that is the culture that we have. That is the संस्कृति जो हमारे अंदर है. And अभी you see, like, people will stand on books put books on there, they go on top and they'll try and fetch something. We don't do that. Not because, and some people will look at us and say, "Kya yaar, backward class is still sitting on that right now. What's it? It's a non-living thing. It's not God." And that's why a lot of Christians and Muslims, they say, Murti Pratha, aap Murti Puja karte ho. Murti is a non-living thing. It's not God. उन लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है कि मूर्ति पूजा, we don't worship any मूर्ति. I don't worship this remote control. I don't do agarbatti. Maybe some people do, but we don't. Like usually people don't do it. This is a non-living thing, and that photograph is a non-living thing. What is the difference between ये यहाँ क्यों पड़ा है, वो वहाँ क्यों पड़ा है, वहाँ पर अगरबत्ती जलती है, यहाँ नहीं जलती? What is the difference? What is the difference? Yes, beta. Picture of God, but what is the difference? What does it represent? God. Yes, it is a picture of God, but it represents God. Now, वहाँ पर, if I go and talk to Krishna over there, Krishna, I'm having this issue. Can you help me? Is it possibility that you help me? If I could do this remote, my wife is not listening to me. Can you do something? Throw me on her. Nothing will happen. You know why? Just like if I take a box, a cylindrical box, paint white on it and leave it outside my door, do you think people will come and post their letters in there? Why not? Because that's not an authorized post box. That's not a post box. They know. चिट्ठी उसमें डालोगे कहीं नहीं पहुंचेगी. But there are post boxes all around Victoria. आप जाओ उसमें लेटर डालो, कहीं भी भेजना होगा पहुंच जाएगा. कैसे पहुंचेगा? Because why? It is authorized. That photograph is authorized. That photograph is not just photograph. And the Laddu Gopal that we see over there, इनमें प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुई है. They are not metal, actual God. So imagine, abhi right now, Narendra Modi comes and sits over here. Nobody will look at me. Nobody will listen to me. True? But Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, sitting here, but you guys are not interested in Him. You're listening to me. Does it make sense? It's a very big thing. If you think about it, this is the conviction that we are sitting here for you guys to have 100% conviction that that person sitting over there is not Murti. And that is the difference between us and all the other religions. They believe in. Hum log bhi, we don't do Murti Puja. I'm not doing Murti Puja to this because I don't think this is authorized because it does not have Pran Pratishtha on it. Okay? And that is why it is not authorized. Like a post box. So that's what people sometimes do. Now, how is Vishnu incarnation of Krishna? There are 3 Vishnu incarnations. So these are called Vishnu Tattvas. Can you repeat? Karano Dakshaya Vishnu. Say.
Karano Dakshaya Vishnu.
He is also called Mahavishnu. Say it.
Mahavishnu.
The second one is Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu.
Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu.
Ek bar aur.
Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu.
And the last one is Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu.
Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu.
Louder.
Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu.
So now repeat. First one is
Karano Dakshaya Vishnu
or Mahavishnu. Second,
Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu.
Third one,
Shiro Dakshaya Vishnu.
Perfect. Now we'll look at the जो हम लोगों ने डिटेल में पढ़ा था, ठीक है? Karano Dakshaya Vishnu और Mahavishnu. Can you see those eggs coming out, like those little spheres coming out of him? These are universes. When he actually is breathing out, the universes are coming out. We are living in one of the billion, trillion, quadrillion universes in the material world. उसमें से हमारा एक छोटा सा material world है. उसके अंदर 14 planetary systems हैं. We will talk about it. And then universe exists for one breath of Mahavishnu. So ये जो universe बनता है, खत्म हो जाता है, उससे भगवान की एक सांस होती है. Now, what is Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu? Garbho Dakshaya means from the Garbh. Garbh का क्या मतलब होता है? From the womb. Garbh मतलब womb. Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu means from the womb of the navel of. Shai means to lie down. My son's name is Narayan, Narayan. So when he got baptized, वो क्या होता है? Dedication होता है ना church में. So when they were dedicating my son, the priest has to say the name and meaning. So his name is Samuel Narayan Mishra. So he has to give an explanation of Samuel. He has to give an explanation of Narayan. So when he was giving explanation of Narayan, he says someone who is lying on water, and water is very necessary. So it's a life-giving force. So that's the meaning of this name. मेरे इच्छा हुई कि मैं हाथ खड़ा करूं. No. यहाँ पर त्रुटि हो रही है. But I didn't say anything. But because they have to do it. But कहने का मतलब ये है कि गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु is coming from गर्भ, and sai means lying down, and Mahavishnu enters into each ब्रह्मांड जिसको कहते हैं, which is अंड का मतलब होता है egg, and he became गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु, and each ब्रह्मांड is filled with water of गर्भोदक ocean. And we actually call, जब आपको याद है when बलि महाराज का जो पास टाइम था जिसमें वामन अवतार आए थे, he actually put the second step. He actually went all the way to the edge of the universe, है ना, material universe. तो material universe के बाहर क्या था? ओशन था. उस ओशन में से, वो ओशन का जो पानी था वो वामन अवतार के पांव को धो के फिर यहाँ आया था. That is called गंगा. जो हमारी गंगा है, it's actually coming from directly from spiritual world, and that's where Mahavishnu, गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु is lying down. फिर उसके बाद है क्षीरोदक्षाय विष्णु, which is called परमात्मा, which is super soul. I'm going to send you all these slides, तो आपको ज्यादा याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's just a concept. So the three Vishnu incarnation have similar powers but different functions. So Mahavishnu का क्या function है? To give birth to the universe, है ना. गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु का क्या function है?
To start the creation,
bring Brahma. क्षीरोदक्षाय विष्णु का क्या purpose है? To observe and stay with everything and get into everything. ठीक है? So who is incarnation? Krishna is incarnation of Vishnu, or Vishnu is incarnation of Krishna? Now I ask you another question. Vishnu is the incarnation. Actually, so Krishna is Krishna when he is at home, and Krishna is Vishnu when he is in office. That's it.
Krishna is the nickname and the Vishnu is the official.
Yes.
But then how is that an incarnation? That's the same person changing clothes, right?
That's correct.
ये तो वही गोविंदा वाली पिक्चर होगी, एक जगह पे दोनों नहीं हो सकते. ये कैसे होगा?
नहीं, actually Krishna can be in few places at once. So they are changing clothes, na? It's not changing clothes, they're changing their mood. So that's the thing. So as I said, Krishna, कृष्णा के गले पे हाथ डाल के कोई बैठता है, कृष्णा पे लोग गुस्सा भी कर देते हैं, लड़ाई भी कर लेते हैं, भाग जाओ यहाँ से बोल देते हैं, लेकिन I don't want to see your face भी बोल देते हैं. विष्णु को कोई नहीं बोल सकता, because he's not a funny guy. He's a serious person. He smiles, but he does not have fun. कभी भी he will not do joking around. Vishnu does not joke around. Vishnu doesn't. You will not see Vishnu laughing his head off. But Krishna तो जमीन पे लेट कर हंसते हैं, like लोटपोट हो जाके होके हंसते हैं. So that's the difference. It's the same person in a different mood. Krishna के साथ we will talk about that. What are the different rasas we can have with Krishna? Krishna is considered to be incarnation of Vishnu. Example: family photos and secrets. Family photos have, like, everyone, wife is doing this to the husband. But in secret, is this how every house happens? Probably not. आप लोग की स्माइल से मुझे पता चल रहा होगा, और जो लोग हंस रहे हैं ना, मेरे को उनके बारे में पता चल रहा है अभी. आपकी वाइफ आपकी हंसी नहीं देख पा रही है अभी ना, इसलिए आगे बैठे हो आप लोग. Similarly, Krishna's divine activities are not exposed to general public. आपको पता है मंगला आरती is so beautiful because मंगला आरती is a darshan of the Lord in bed. हमारे बेडरूम में कौन आ सकता है? Who is very very close to us, who we trust 100%. Only that person is allowed to come in our bedroom to see us in our pajamas, है ना, हमारे sleeping clothes में. And when we see the Mangala Darshan, that is when that's how he sleeps, with those things. And this is very intimate. And you with Vishnu you will never see like that. You will never see Vishnu's avatar is like, Krishna can give it to us. Why does Krishna have so many incarnations? कोई बता सकता है? Give me few answers. Why does Krishna have so many incarnations? Solve the purpose at hand. Yes, because different, what was that? Different stroke for different folks. You know? Yes, very nice. Janma karma chame divyam. All his incarnation, all his pastimes, all his karmas, they are all divya, which is divine. They are not human. So, if our beloved wickets us for some other reason, in how many ways we will assure them? Like, hota na, yaar, please manja, you know, it's hogi, galti ho gayi, yaar, I forgot your anniversary, that was the first time. You know, the only way to remember your wife's birthday is forget it once. You will never forget. Your next janam bhi aapko yaad reh sakta hai. It is possible. You know. Similarly, Lord appears in manifold incarnation to attract the conditioned souls. भगवान ने सबसे पहले अलग-अलग अवतार में आए भगवान, है ना? कोई मान ही नहीं रहा है, फिर गुरु के रूप में आए. यार भाई ये मेरे से मान नहीं रहे somebody. तो हमारे जो गुरु हैं, they are not ordinary human beings. जैसे Srila Prabhupada है. Srila Prabhupada is not an ordinary human being who come here as a, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कर्मिक रिएक्शन था कि तुम्हारे ऐसे कर्म करें, इस जगह पैदा हो गए, ये प्रॉब्लम आएगी. नहीं. He is Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutalaya. He was sent by Krishna on this mission. Come and help us, take us back home, back to Godhead. And that's what Krishna does. It's 8:44. I think I've got. We are on slide number 71 of 225. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anybody has any questions? Anything? Anybody wants to share? Raise.
Sir, वो जो 4 है ना, VS, RSVP जैसे सबके जो फंक्शंस हैं, VS, हाँ, वस्पा के, तो अनिरुद्ध उनके क्या फंक्शन हैं, like what is the, वो भी थोड़ा सा कभी बताइए.
Definitely, we will definitely go through this.
And जैसे
गर्भदक्षा विष्णु,
तो जो यूनिवर्सेस निकल रहे हैं, तो वहाँ से तो ऐसे ही फिर, बट वो जो 4 वापस से 4 एक्सपेंशंस हुए, तो मतलब अल्टीमेटली वेयर डज इट गो, बाकी एक्सपेंशंस का क्या है?
एक क्वेश्चन रोज इसमें, हम लोग जो स्टार्स देखते हैं,
स्टार्स, हाँ,
is that part of the same universe or are they other universes?
No, same universe.
अच्छा,
yeah. So we can't see any other universes. You know, whatever we can see or perceive, we can only perceive this universe, because other universes have different timelines. हमारा जो time है ना, it's a different time. और वहाँ पर different timeline. We can't even see it, we can't perceive it, we can't do nothing. We have no access to it at all.
जो galaxies है, Andromeda,
that galaxies are part of this universe.
Is there any mention of other life forms in the same universe?
Yes, plenty. We'll talk about it.
In the scripture?
Yes. Okay. Yes. You know how many species of humans are there? Humans. हमको क्या लगता है? Human being is human being. There are 200,000 species of humans. How many?
200,000.
200,000. 2 lakh.
मैंने इसमें भागवतम में तो पढ़ा था कि there is life on sun as well. तो
yes.
फॉर्म में है.
अलग different human form है.
Everywhere there is
different species of human. Yes.
जो आत्मा है वो सब जगह अलग-अलग उसमें.
आत्मा का स्वरूप तो सब जगह सेम होता है, लेकिन उनकी जो physical body है, that is made out of fire.
Fire. So that is also there.
Yes.
So, which I read.
जैसे हम लोग we can't stay underwater, but fishes can, because they have that's body उनकी वैसी है. इसी तरीके से yes, there are universes that we have no access to. There are species that we in scriptures very detailed it talks about different species. हम लोग जिसको aliens कहते हैं, ये कहते हैं, वो कहते हैं. It's actually written, but it doesn't look like the aliens that we see in the movies. It's all rubbish. Yes, beta.
What happens to the Garbhodaksha and Vishnu when a universe is destroyed?
What happens to Garbhodaksha Vishnu when the universe is destroyed? Actually, Garbhodaksha Vishnu is an expansion of Mahavishnu. So actually goes back into Mahavishnu. Everything goes back into Mahavishnu, including Garbhodaksha Vishnu, including the Paramatma Tattva. Everything goes back to Mahavishnu.
It's like annihilation, So
yes.
when he breathes in, So when he
Everything goes into
when he
Mahavishnu.
breathes in, then it is annihilation. So everything will get destroyed, and every Jivatma will everything will go back to
Go back to the body of Mahavishnu. So that's why we say when Krishna says you are my Ansha, he's not lying. He's saying you are my Ansha. You come from my body. You came out from my pores. So you are my, Bhagwan कहते हैं ना भगवद गीता में, what was the verse? ममे वांशो जीव लोके जीव भूत सनातना. For eternity you are my Ansha. है ना? मनः षष्ठानि इंद्रियाणि प्रकृति शनि कर सकती. Because of your mind and your five senses, you're bewildered. You don't know it, but you are actually part of my me. भगवान कहते हैं. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Can you pass on the mic over there, please, bro?
जैसे आपने वो बताया था कि जो असुर होते हैं उनको कृष्णा मारते हैं तो वो प्यूरिफाई हो जाते हैं.
हाँ.
तो फिर वो कहाँ जाते हैं? मतलब
डिपेंड करता है वो किस भाव से हैं. जब वो मर रहे हैं, अगर उनको if they are while they are dying, अगर उनकी if they are angry at Krishna while they are dying, they will not go back to Godhead, because Nirmatsaranam satam, there is only Nirmatsara, people who have no envy towards Krishna, only they go back to Godhead. So some of these people, they will go back to different planets, higher planets, है ना? स्वर्ग लोग भी जा सकते हैं, है ना? There was who was it? Guru Nanak Dev. One day, Guru Nanak Dev was fighting. Guru Nanak Dev was fighting against this person, and that person, उसने Guru Nanak Dev के मुंह पे थूक दिया. He spat on him. Guru Nanak Dev was about to cut his head, but he left him. तो सबने पूछा, अरे मारा क्यों नहीं उसको? बोले, when I was fighting with him, I was not angry at him. I was just doing my dharma. But when he spat on me, I got angry at him. I don't want to kill him because of my anger. I will only kill him for my dharma. This is how Guru Nanak Dev was. Now, where did he get that knowledge from? Bhagavad Gita. You know? And that's what Krishna is telling Arjuna. Arjun, when you are saying, I will kill you, don't say it out of anger. Say it out of dharma. Do it to serve me. Do it to please me. Don't do it to satisfy your anger. Then it becomes revenge. It becomes karma. And then you have to, आपको भुगतना पड़ेगा. Akarma, which is no karma, only happens when you do everything for the pleasure of Krishna. You know, if you are serving your husband, if you're serving your wife, if you're serving your in-laws, whatever, if you do as a duty towards Krishna, because those people are gift for you from Krishna, then everything that you do become devotional service. It become akarma. But अगर आप अपनी pleasure के लिए कर रहे हो, then it becomes karma, and then you have to either, if it's a good karma, you have to come back and cash it. If it's a bad karma, you have to come back and भुगतना पड़ेगा फिर. Okay.
So जब हम chant कर रहे हैं और बहुत अच्छे काम कर रहे हैं,
हाँ.
और डेथ के टाइम पे भगवान कृष्ण को याद कर रहे हैं, तभी हम गॉड के पास जा रहे हैं.
Definitely.
और अगर हम बुरे कर्म कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ बुरा कर रहे हैं, और भगवान हमें प्यूरिफाई कर रहे हैं, और तब हम भगवान के लिए पॉजिटिवली फील करके उनको थैंक्स बोल रहे हैं, तब भी हम गॉड के पास.
Yes, बिल्कुल. लेकिन इसमें कैच ये है कि कहते हैं ना कि when, जैसे हमारे हाथ में हम कुछ चुप जाता है, पहले क्या होता था? ओ SHIT ऐसे निकलता था ना मुझसे, निकलता ना. अब क्या निकलता है? ओ कृष्णा. ये जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, that will take us back home to back home. क्यों, कैसे? क्योंकि जब 40,000 बिच्छू काटेंगे ना, तो कृष्णा सिर्फ उन्हीं को याद रहेगा जिसने पूरी जिंदगी डिवोशनल सर्विस करी है. बाकी सब लोगों को सिर्फ पेन याद रहेगा, और ये याद रहेगा कि किसने मेरे साथ क्या गड़बड़ करी है. When you die, for split second, the whole life goes through your head. But if you have the best part of your life is your devotional life, then that life will have an impression on your head when you leave the body. त्यक्ता देहम पुनर्जन्म न इति. भगवान कहते हैं, when someone dies like this, उसको पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता उसमें. If you die with the memory of Krishna, with the name of Krishna. But we cannot die with the name of Krishna just by fluke. You know, it's like, वो तो वही बात हो गई कि I'm gonna shoot I'm going to shoot and see, maybe it will hit a star. No, it won't hit a star. You need to practice. So that's why it's true. Yes, अगर किसी ने कुछ भी नहीं करा है, फिर भी अगर उसके last time उसके मुंह से कृष्ण निकल जाता है, he will go back home back to God. Guaranteed. भगवान बोलते हैं. That's the power of the thing. Yes.
प्रभु मेरे को ये थोड़ा मेरे टेढ़े क्वेश्चन होते हैं.
हाँ जी, पूछिए.
They say, and this is I was listening to a podcast, कि we do exist in a parallel universe at the same time. Quantum law कह लो या whatever you may call it. But what you just mentioned that we can be only in one universe at the same time. So
that is rubbish. वो जो multiple universe, I've got a clone over there. It's all bullshit. It's rubbish. It has no meaning. Because what happens is Jiva, हमारे पास, we do have a capacity. Like as a Jiva, I have a capacity to exist at 50 places at once. Siddhi ke through, I can do that. 50 places at once. But those 50 places cannot be in different universes. That is the rule of this material world. वो सारा science fiction है. Quantum field क्या कहती है? Quantum field says the probability of one person being here and being over there is infinity. I can be here and be there. उसकी probability क्या है? 1.
Within the same universe, basically.
नहीं, अलग universe में भी it's possible, but it's only in numbers. Literally, it's not possible because Jiva is one. है ना? सिद्धि के साथ you can be in 5 places at once, but हमारे पास we don't have universal passport नहीं है हमारे पास. We can't exist in 2 different universes at the same time. We can. Through Siddhi, I can be maximum 50 places at once, same time. I can expand myself to 50. Not me. I mean, some yogis can do that, but they have to be in the same universe because there are very strict, stringent laws of because you are born in a body like that through your karma. So if you are doing karma in this universe, you can come somewhere else, वहाँ भी भुगत सकते हो आप उस कर्मा को. But you cannot coexist in 2 different universes at the same time. Timeline is different. पहली चीज तो है, there's a different timeline going on there. But it's not possible. वो सब science fiction है.
Because of that same reason, timelines are different.
Very
so
different.
You can be existing in the same, like different timelines, but the same soul, right? Not the body, but soul.
Soul is only one. Soul cannot. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chaynam kledyanti ta. Last bhul gaya main. What was the last line? Anyway, it says nainam chindanti shastrani. There is no way. This soul is indivisible. It cannot be divided at all. It is not possible for a soul to divide. वो जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना 50 expansion. The same soul can stay in, because soul is localized to that universe. So that soul can be present in 50 places at once, but it's only one soul. In order for you to go to the another thing, that means you have to break your soul. Soul cannot be. How many of you have seen Harry Potter? You know all those things that he was trying to, what do they call that? Horcrux. That's all, it's all fiction. You cannot break soul. Who says that? Krishna. He says you cannot break. Nainam chindanti shastrani. You cannot break it. It cannot be divided. So you cannot exist in multiple universes at once. But the probability of you to live the life that you want in your head is 100% possible within this universe. If suppose, for example, if I'm living here as Brijesh and an average executive manager, I can exist in the same world as CEO of a company through my karma. I can transition it. I can manifest that within this. But I cannot do that in inter-universes, if that makes sense. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Mataji, let's do the Narasimha Arati. Yes, please. Where is the mic? Where is the mic? Who is playing Kartar? Where is Pritesh? Where's Pritesh?
He's in the garage.
Can you get Pritesh, please? Can someone please get Pritesh? Can you get Pritesh?
He